Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome back to my craft room. This is Vickie with VJ Designs. I am going to make my Craft Roulette card. I've been on vacation for 2 weeks, as many of you know, and I just got back in late last night, and I had not done my card for this week. Last week, I was fortunate enough to have with me what I needed to do the perimeters, but this last week, not so much. So anyway, here we go. On this card tonight, I am using Mindless Crafting Digital Mindless Crafting stamp set called Do What You Love. I love this set. It's really pretty. And one that I just got from Emily Moore Designs just before I went on vacation. And it's called Just Wanted to Say. And it's got all these different sentiments on here. And sending you a paper hug. That's mainly the one that I got it for, because I just wanted a paper hug stamp, and I love all the rest of these on here, and it works perfect for the perimeters this week because one of the perimeters is hug. So the perimeters are card with a bookmark, circus colors, hug, and I forgot the other one. Sorry. One moment. Feathers or feathered. Feathers or feathered. So that's what the bird is for. Bird has feathers. So I started to make this an A2 card, and it was just getting too crowded, so I decided to do 5x7 because it would hold my bookmark better. So I'm going to, this is my 5x7 base, and then these are the elements that I'm putting on it. Now I did do some ink blending on white paper, and I used Tim Holtz colors, yellow, orange, green. Let's show you what colors I used. Faded burlap, fossilized amber. I did not do worn lipstick. I did peacock feathers and spiced marmalade. So those were the 4 that I used on there, just so it wasn't, you know, all white background. And then in honor of Mary, I decided to use orange background. Orange is not my favorite color, sorry Mary, but because of the colors, and I colored these and fussy cut them out, and if you have listened to my videos, you know fussy cutting is not my favorite thing. It takes me a long time. That's why I fussy cut them out ahead of time and colored them with my Tombow markers. So okay, let's get this down. And I could have put another layer under this, but I didn't this time. But I want this, some of these elements to kind of go over the edge of this piece. This is 4 by 5 1/4. This would be the mat on an A2 card. So I just mounted it on the 5 by, and this size here is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So that's the mat for the 5x7. Okay, so I have this really cool trim. It's called Leaf Trim, Merchant 41, and I got this at Hobby Lobby. I always want to call it Holly Lobby, for $2.99, and there's a lot on there. So I thought I would put this, let's see which one of these is the longer. I think this one goes right here. Yep. So I have to hold this close to me to get glue on it so I don't get glue everywhere. So I hope you have had a wonderful week. I had a great time in Phoenix with my son and his family, my grandson, and my daughter-in-law. It was so much fun, and it was very, very warm. I live in Montana, you know, and actually we have not had a winter. I was thinking I was going to be able to escape the winter. Yeah, we really haven't had winter yet, which is highly unusual. It's been in the 50s, 60s. It gets down cold at night, you know, 30s. But it warms up in the day quite a bit. Today, I think it got up to 60 something. It was very nice. And so, yes. But it's going to cause some problems. And I'm just putting this on the outline here. Okay. And I think before I go any further, I'll go ahead and mount this on my card base. And as you know, most of the time I always just get all my elements prepared ahead of time because it takes me longer to do things than a lot of people. And so I don't want it to be a grueling experience for you. So I just have them ready to go. Okay, so I think what I was gonna do is put this like down in the corner. This one up here. I think I'm going to put this on dimensionals and the bird, and then this will go up here. He looks like he's in a jungle. So, yeah, and while I was in Phoenix, they had unusually warm weather for this time of year. It was in the 80s the last 4 days I was there or so. It was like 93, 94. So we didn't do much outside. And my son works from home. So he was home quite a bit, but he was having to work, you know, in and out. And he was trying to take some time off when he could, to spend time with me and stuff. But it was just really nice to be able to be there. And my grandson was there too the whole time, and so that was fun. And yeah, it was just a very enjoyable time. My daughter-in-law is wonderful. She's just a sweetheart, and they have a dog. He is a sheepadoodle. oh my goodness, he's ridiculous. He is so much fun. He's got so much personality. And he gets sad. His mom was gone over the weekend, this last weekend. She went to her parents' house to be with them for a few days because both of their birthdays were, I think one was the 3rd, one was yesterday and one was today. So anyway, she went to spend some time with them and for a few days. So that dog is definitely her dog. I mean, he loves the family, everybody. But when she's gone, oh my goodness, he's so sad. When she came home, you thought she'd been gone for a year. It was hysterical. So let's see. I'm going to put this on dimensionals too. This is a very colorful card. I really like it. When I was in Phoenix and I was watching Craft Roulette, and they said all the parameters, and I'm like, oh, I just got that stamp set. I'll be able to use it, and I think I know what I'm going to do, and I was excited, but I couldn't do it yet. So I did manage to put up a few videos while I was gone, or have them, you know, scheduled to go up while I was gone. So anyway, I have to tell you, I was dumbfounded because I had just done, I think the second to the last video I had put up before I left was one on my messy craft room. And I don't know if any of you watched that, but I showed it before I cleaned it up. And I have a small craft room. And then I cleaned it all up and I added shelving in here and stuff. And so I showed it after it was cleaned up. And do you know, I have 1.3 thousand hits on that one video. And I was just like, what? What in the world? Somebody watching somebody's messy little craft room. I couldn't believe that. But yeah, I guess it's a thing. I mean, I like watching other people's videos too about, you know, with their craft rooms and what they do with them and stuff. So I guess, you know, but I didn't think my little craft room, a lot of people would be interested in that. But anyway. Okay, so there's the front. I love it. Sending you a paper hug. So here, the perimeters that are met are the circus colors, the yellow, greens, blues, purple, pink, orange, nice and bright. Feathers, got my bird, and the hug, sending you a paper hug. So now I open it up, and I've got a bookmark in here. I already did that. So I used this embossing folder I have. It's just like that. And then I backed it because it was a little thin. So I backed it with the blue and stamped this on the back. And I'm like, how am I going to show this in here? I could have just put a strip across there and tucked it in there, or put it in a tuck, but I wanted most of this to show, so I just did a belly band of sorts and then cut these 2 strips and just stuck it down in there like that. And then this is, these are from this set. Just wanted to say, where is it? Oh, right under, you are the best. So that's my Craft Roulette card for this week. So I will be submitting it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked it and gave you some ideas. And I will see you soon. Bye.